So welcome back. It's been a while since I've recorded last. I've got some videos scheduled which are after this actually. So it won't seem like there's a gap in time, but there actually is. So yeah, here we are. This is the movement for that clock over there, the salmon clock. And I thought we can get back into it by trying out, hopefully, getting hang of these things. Spring, what are they called? Spring clamp something? I don't know. But yeah, these are the luminous hands which I've repainted. I did a video on that. There we go. Yeah, there are a couple of coats of paint and a couple of coats of PVA glue on the back just to keep it in there, because otherwise it's a bit fragile. So yeah, there we go. They do look a bit strange. I think they've gone sort of brown. Probably rust in there or something. But at least they are relatively safe, I think. So I'll put them in the little pot of things. So, let's get to this. We're going to disassemble the movement. And I've been looking at it. I've noticed the spring's very thin, but it's very thick. I mean, what I mean is like, it's not very wide, I guess. The spring's not very wide, but the actual spring metal is very thick, especially compared to this alarm spring here. So that, I think, means it's slightly harder to deal with, because it's probably as strong as a thick spring, but it's got more of a floppiness to it. But I don't know yet, I'll have to find out. So I'm going to get this hairspring and stuff out of the way, and then we can get to it. This like sort of faceplate kind of thing, where the legs and bow attached to, is riveted to the movement, which is not unusual, but it's an interesting thing because this one actually has bits going through the plates which stop the spring expanding too much. So that's an interesting design, I think. I think the I can't remember which one it was, but I did a video ages and ages ago. I think that's a private video now. But another clock had a very similar thing. So yeah, I've had a look at this movement. It seems to be working well apart from being dirty. So what could go wrong? Well, let's get this. I'll zoom in a bit. There we go. Maybe not that much. There we go. Right, I'm going to try and get that pin out. There we go. That was easy. Yeah, this is one of my least favourite kind of thing, where the hairspring goes clockwise, and that means to put it back in, instead of being easy where I can push it in through the outside, I'll have to reach it round the back, which is not ideal. But it can still be done. And I'm just going to get my where is it? My little stick. Not the most organised thing. There it is. Right. I'm going to somehow very carefully put that through. There we go. All right. Oop. Yeah, this is not, hairsprings are not my speciality, but I've got some sort of expertise with them now, I'd like to think. Enough to stop them tangling every single time. So yeah, that's out of its things. So, if I can just undo that a little bit. I think all these alarm clock movements are basically the same kind of idea. Very similar design in pretty much every single alarm clock, except Westclox because they're different. But you got, rectangular, balance wheel at the bottom, spring there, spring there. Actually, some like the LSM and some American ones have the alarm spring up there, but most of them, especially the German ones, have all the same sort of design with the pallet there, and very similar plate designs as well. Usually they're sort of like that kind of shape. I think Junghans did that, but this one is different, I guess, which is nice to see. because you can basically use the same technique for every single one of them. I mean, they've all got their slightly different quirks to them to make them, I don't know, their own. For example, this is a Mauter, and they've done their own thing here with this thing riveted up here, the hammer bending around there, and the repeat thing all the way down here, which is something I haven't seen before. This repeat lever's new to me. So yeah, they've all got their own differences, but they are basically the same thing. So yeah, let's try and put this spring thing on. Remember, this is not a tutorial. Right, this is a thick spring. Can it focus? Yep, you can see the amount of dirt in this movement. No wonder it doesn't run. Right. I think it's as easy as doing this, to be honest, but I'll have to find out. So, I think that I can just go around there. Let me zoom in again. Using a phone camera. There we go. So yeah, that's around the spring, and this is the first time I've done this on camera. So, wish me luck, I guess. I'll need to let this down. Oop, wrong way. Which is annoying because it's a round thing I'm working on. I need one of them. Right. Oh dear. Oh dear. Look what's happened. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna... Ah, yes, I can use the round shape to... like a letdown key. Oh, this is amazing. I'm just gonna make sure it stays on. Right, I want to zoom out, but I can't because I've got my hands full. But yeah, I'm basically not doing the ideal thing. Let me get around there. How can I hold this so I can just zoom out? Can't really. I'm playing with fire right here, or rather, playing with movements. Right. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it. It's in the holder. Right, I think that'll hold for now. Zoom out. Right, you can see that spring clamp is around the mainspring, and it is unwound. So I think we've done it. It's not unwinding anymore. Oop. Yeah, that's not unwinding anymore. So I think we've done it. It was a bit of a faff because it's difficult to let down that click. It's just not a very friendly shape. Usually they have a sort of bit coming out of the back of it as well, which you can push down on, but this one, I don't know. But thankfully I could hold this because it's a circle. I can let this rotate in my hands, which is very nice. Yeah, that was not the best letdown. Well, it was a bit of a letdown actually. But we did it. So, I will not complain, and I will be thankful it didn't cut me. So, I think we should be safe to take this thing apart. This alarm, we shall be looking at it. That alarm looks like a real pain. There we go. I think that's just pressed on. Let's have a go at taking it off. I don't know what to do here. Whether it's a case of pulling it off or not. Oh dear. What happened there? Alright, I decided to do some sort of technique where I put the pin in and then turn around this little brass thing, but it actually ended up breaking the alarm pin, like the finger, which is not ideal. I'll probably have something that I can replace it with. However, that is not something that I wanted to happen at all. Can I get the old one out? It's like it's been hammered in. Oh no. Yeah, this is not good. Right, this is a major fail. I can probably try and take it out easier when it's off, but I need to get this brass thing off somehow. I guess I could just use the normal technique rather than trying to do something clever. Yeah, this is a predicament. Is there any other way around this? Can't really take that pin out because it's been sort of put in and flattened like a rivet. I could try. But it's not doing anything. Oh, I've got the other end of it off. Yeah, that is a very fragile thing here. Alright, I'm not going to give up on this. I will stop this video here and call it a big failure, and then the next video hopefully I would have worked out how to get it out.